you a Georgia real estate agent that wants to learn how to make your TikTok account GREC compliant? Then you've come to the right place. In this video, I am going to explain what you need to know and show you how to make your TikTok account be GREC compliant. As a real estate agent, when you start a TikTok account, you are looking to market yourself and your services to generate leads and attract clients for your real estate business. Most of the rules surrounding real estate advertising pertain to advertising the sale, lease, rent, or exchange of real estate. Advertising rules are covered in Georgia Rule 520-1-09, and I will provide a link below to that rule. However, even videos that are not specifically advertising the sale, lease, rent, or exchange of real estate, the general principles stated within Georgia Rule 520-1-09 should be followed. Disclaimer: this video is for general information purposes only. Every effort has been made to correctly interpret relevant GREC rules and regulations as it applies to the given platform. The information in this video may not be suitable for every situation. Technology platforms often change and evolve. Your firm may have different policies. As such, you should always consult your broker and your firm's policies for the most current advice. First, you should always get approval from your broker to start your real estate TikTok account. If you intend to create listing videos, you have to go one step further and get written permission to advertise any specific property. Getting permission should be really easy because most brokers today are familiar with the concept of using videos and TikTok marketing. In fact, many brokers and firms highly encourage their agents to adopt video as part of their lead generation and marketing efforts. Second, this is what all businesses should do regardless of industry. Never create any misleading or inaccurate videos. Third, most of you know this, especially if you are a member of a realtor association. Do not create videos that are discriminatory. Finally, you should disclose your name, license status, and especially your brokerage affiliation. On TikTok, the amount of space you have to work with is very tight. To be GREC compliant, you have two options. The first place you can disclose your real estate license status and brokerage affiliation is in the bio section. You only have 80 characters to work with, however. You may have to abbreviate depending on the amount of information you are trying to share in the bio section. The second place to disclose your real estate license status and brokerage affiliation is in the website field. You can place a link back to your personal real estate website or your real estate firm's website that displays your name and brokerage affiliation. Finally, let's talk about listing videos. On TikTok, here are a couple of ways to be GREC compliant with any listing video. To do this, we refer to Georgia Rule 520-1-09 for real estate advertising. A listing video is where you use a video to advertise to sell, lease, rent, or exchange a specific property. For example, you might provide a visual tour and photos of the property. You might talk about the property, give the property's street address, you talk about the property's features, and property specifications. The rules you would follow for a listing brochure, newspaper ad, magazine ad, or a web page listing applies in a listing video, but with a twist. Regardless of the media you use, if you are advertising a property, you are minimally required to display the name of your brokerage as registered with GREC and the telephone number to your broker's office. GREC is silent when it comes to displaying the firm's street address, website address, or email address, but your broker may require you to disclose such information. As always, consult with your broker to clarify how much disclosure they require for listing videos. Now let's talk about how you should display the required information. It is acceptable to display your firm's name, logo, and phone number larger, more prominently, and more frequently than your name and contact information as an agent. However, the reverse is not true. Your name and contact information cannot be displayed larger, more prominently, or more frequently than your firm's name or logo. I know most agents want to market themselves, not just the property. The best place to market yourself are in non-listing videos. With listing videos, you have to follow GREC's rules. There's no way around it, but you do have a couple of options. In a listing video, you are allowed to display your name, phone number, and email address. but the display of your name and contact information cannot be larger, more prominent, or more frequent than your firm's name, logo, and phone number. In a listing video, you should display the required information using the same font and same font size. However, GREC does not specify how long or where you have to display the required information in your video. GREC also does not specify how long you have to display the required information, whether it's for 5 seconds or 5 minutes in a video. The most conservative approach is to have the required information displayed during the entire video. The downside to this approach is that the display of this information can detract from the presentation of the property. If you have this concern, you should consult your broker and ask them what they think the minimum amount of time they would want you to display this information. Depending on the listing video, your broker may allow you to display the information for 15 seconds at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of the video. Unlike YouTube, TikTok videos don't have a video description area, but they do have a comment area. It's a bit of an awkward approach, but you can use the comment area and post the required information under your listing video. When your TikTok listing video is active, you can of course continue to use the listing video for as long as you need to until you close on the property. However, if the video becomes outdated, permission to advertise is revoked, or when the transaction is completed, GREC requires you to update or remove outdated videos within 30 days. The easiest way to comply to a change of status of your listing video on TikTok is to make the listing video private within 30 days. Now that you know how to be GREC compliant on TikTok, check out these next videos and learn how to be GREC compliant on these other social media platforms. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.